to Real Ghost Chronicles, where the paranormal comes to life. In each episode, we bring you terrifying real-life ghost stories, exclusive footage of haunted locations, and in-depth investigations into the supernatural. Prepare for heart-pounding moments as we uncover the truth behind chilling encounters, restless spirits, and cursed places. Will you be able to face the darkness? Subscribe and join us on this terrifying journey into the unknown. Today, we delve into the realm of eerie encounters, sharing personal stories from haunted locations that will send shivers down your spine. These accounts come from brave souls who have faced the unknown and lived to tell their tales. Each story is unique, yet they all share a common thread: the inexplicable presence of spirits that linger long after their physical forms have departed. Let's begin our journey in the heart of New Orleans, a city steeped in history and haunted by its past. One of the most notorious haunted locations is the LaLaurie Mansion. This grand yet sinister house has been the site of countless ghostly encounters. A visitor named Sarah recounts her experience during a ghost tour. As the guide shared the horrific history of Madame LaLaurie, Sarah felt a sudden chill envelop her. She looked around and saw a shadowy figure standing at the top of the staircase. The figure appeared to be watching the tour group, its presence heavy and oppressive. Sarah felt a mix of fear and curiosity, as if she were being drawn toward the spirit. When she later asked the guide about it, he merely smiled knowingly, confirming that others had seen the same apparition. The LaLaurie Mansion is said to be haunted by the tortured souls of the slaves who suffered unimaginable horrors at the hands of Madame LaLaurie. Many visitors report hearing cries and whispers echoing through the halls, and some have even captured ghostly figures in their photographs. The energy of the house is palpable, and those who enter often leave feeling unsettled, as if they have brushed against the other side. From New Orleans, we travel to the desolate plains of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, a site of immense historical significance and tragedy. The battlefield is not only a memorial to those who lost their lives during the Civil War, but also a hotbed of paranormal activity. A local historian, Tom, shares his own eerie encounter in the woods near Little Round Top. While conducting research on the battlefield, Tom felt an overwhelming sense of being watched. As he turned, he saw a soldier in uniform standing amongst the trees, his face etched with sorrow. The soldier raised his hand, as if to warn Tom not to proceed further. Frozen in place, Tom felt a surge of emotion wash over him, as if he were experiencing the soldier's pain and loss firsthand. When Tom later tried to find the soldier again, he vanished without a trace. This encounter left a profound impact on him, leading him to believe that the spirits of Gettysburg remain tied to the land, reliving their last moments in a futile attempt to communicate their stories. Next, we journey to the Midwest, where the historic Whaley House in San Diego, California, stands as a testament to the supernatural. Considered one of the most haunted houses in America, the Whaley House is filled with stories of ghostly encounters. One such story comes from a young couple, Mark and Lisa, who visited the house on a whim. As they walked through the dimly lit rooms, they felt a sudden drop in temperature. Lisa took a photograph, and when they reviewed it later, they were shocked to see a misty figure standing behind them, its face obscured but undeniably present. In the days that followed, they began to notice strange occurrences in their own home. Objects would go missing only to reappear in odd places, and they felt an inexplicable heaviness in the air. They believed the spirit they encountered may have followed them home, seeking companionship, or perhaps a way to resolve unfinished business. This experience transformed their perspective on the afterlife, prompting them to research more about the Whaley House and its haunted history. As we continue our exploration of haunted locations, we come to the infamous Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once a revolutionary prison, it now stands as a monument to the suffering endured by its inmates. Many visitors report feeling an inexplicable sense of dread upon entering. A man named James, a former correctional officer, shares his chilling experience from a night shift at the prison. James was patrolling the crumbling halls when he heard the unmistakable sound of footsteps echoing behind him. When he turned to investigate, he found nothing but darkness. The footsteps continued, growing louder and more urgent. In a moment of sheer terror, he felt a cold breath on the back of his neck, and he turned to find a shadowy figure standing just inches away. The figure seemed to be a former inmate, eyes hollow and filled with sorrow. James fled the scene, his heart racing, and he never returned to the penitentiary again. This encounter solidified his belief that the spirits of those who suffered in the prison still roam its halls, seeking solace or perhaps justice for the wrongs they endured. The echoes of the past linger in the air, reminding visitors of the pain and anguish that once filled those walls. Our next stop takes us to the iconic Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. This hotel inspired Stephen King's The Shining, and it is no stranger to eerie encounters. A couple, Laura and Eric, decided to spend a weekend at the Stanley, hoping for a relaxing getaway. However, they soon found themselves in the midst of a ghostly experience. While exploring the hotel, they noticed that some lights flickered inexplicably, and strange sounds echoed through the hallways at night. One evening, as they sat in their room, they heard the sound of piano music drifting from the lobby. Intrigued, they followed the sound, only to find the lobby completely empty. The piano was playing a haunting melody, yet no one was there to play it. Feeling a chill run down their spines, they returned to their room, where they discovered that the temperature had dropped significantly. They wrapped themselves in blankets, trying to shake off the feeling of unease. The next morning, they learned from the staff that the piano was known to play on its own, a phenomenon that had baffled guests for decades. The couple left the Stanley Hotel with a newfound appreciation for the supernatural, believing they had witnessed a glimpse into the spirit world. Their experience serves as a reminder that some places hold onto their history, refusing to let go of the memories and emotions tied to them. As we explore these haunted locations, we cannot overlook the haunted history of the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. This sprawling mansion was built by Sarah Winchester, widow of the rifle magnate William Wirt Winchester. Legend has it that Sarah believed she was haunted by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles, prompting her to construct an elaborate house in a constant state of renovation. One visitor, Amy, shares her story of her visit to the house. During a guided tour, she felt a sudden pressure on her chest, as if she were being watched. When she entered a room known as the Hall of Fires, she experienced a sharp pain in her side, compelling her to leave the room immediately. Later, she learned that others had reported similar sensations, attributing them to the restless spirits that inhabit the mansion. The Winchester Mystery House is filled with twists, turns, and secret passages, making it a labyrinth of the unknown. Many believe that Sarah Winchester built the house to appease the spirits, hoping to find some measure of peace for herself and the souls that lingered. Our final story takes us to the charming yet eerie town of Salem, Massachusetts, known for its infamous witch trials. The old Burying Point Cemetery holds the remains of many who were accused of witchcraft. A young woman named Jessica recounts her experience while visiting the cemetery. As she walked among the gravestones, she suddenly felt a strong gust of wind, followed by an overwhelming sense of sadness. Feeling compelled to stop, Jessica found herself standing before the grave of Rebecca Nurse, a woman executed during the trials. As she knelt to pay her respects, she felt a gentle touch on her shoulder. Startled, she turned around, but found no one there. Jessica left the cemetery with a profound sense of connection to the past, believing that the spirits of those who suffered still seek acknowledgement and understanding. These personal stories from haunted locations remind us that while the afterlife may be a mystery, the connections we make with the spirits of the past can be deeply profound. Each encounter shared today reflects the enduring presence of those who came before us, urging us to acknowledge their stories and honor their memories. As we conclude our exploration of these eerie encounters, remember that the world is filled with the unexplained. Every shadow, every whisper, and every flicker of light may hold a story waiting to be uncovered. The next time you find yourself in a haunted location, listen closely. You may just hear the echoes of the past calling out to you, inviting you to join them in their eternal dance between worlds. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey into the unknown. Stay tuned for more spine-tingling tales on Real Ghost Chronicles, where the paranormal comes to life. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember, the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered.